Hi friends, it's so good to see that you're back. Miss Marilyn here, and I am ready for another around the world art adventure. You might recall that last week we began a new unit, right? We spun the globe and we ended up in a new place. In fact, last week we went to France and looked at some cave paintings. So last week we made cave paintings and a lot of friends even made their own mud paints. Then we painted and drew pictures inspired by the cave paintings in France, often even using some of the same symbols. All right, now like I said, every week we're gonna go to a new place and go on a new art adventure. Ooh, well, hello. I'm trying out a new earthy look. Do you like it? All right, let's spin the globe and see where we end up. 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right, well, I ended up right here in the continent of South America in a country called Peru. Maybe you've heard of it before. Wow, this place is amazing. Right behind me, you can see Machu Picchu, which is one of the most famous sites in all of Peru, the country we're going to today. Maybe you've heard of it. Maybe you've even seen it with your own two eyes. All right, so Machu Picchu is pretty cool. And today we are going to talk about another important and very interesting place, also in Peru.
You are looking at the Nazca lines in Peru. This one here is a spider, and it's huge. It was made by people a long time ago. They removed pebbles and rocks, dug into the dirt in order to create these really cool shapes. When you're standing on the ground, you might think it's just a road or a bump in the ground. But if you see them from very high up, like from an airplane, you can see the entire shape. In fact, that's how they were discovered to have these animal shapes. One time, a man who was studying the Nazca lines was in an airplane. He looked down and he noticed that one had the shape of a bird. He was so surprised and he wondered if others were in the shapes of animals too. Let's look more closely at this bird. Do you see its head? And do you see its wings? Maybe you've even noticed that this bird was created with just one line that goes on and twists and turns. So let's have a look at more of these Nazca line formations and see what other animals they made. So put on your art goggles. I'll show you a picture. You tell me what you see. We'll start with this one we already looked at. Do you remember what animal this represents? A spider? Yes, this one is a spider. And what about this one here? What animal do you think they're showing here? It's a little hard to see, but maybe you notice that it is in the shape of a dog. And what about this one here? It's a little tricky. Did you say a tree? And look, I added a little car because I saw that there was a road there, so you can get an idea of how huge these are. This one we already saw too. Do you remember what it was? It's a bird. In fact, this one is called the hummingbird. And this cool one here, did you say a whale? Yes, this is called the whale. And this one is a monkey. Yes, a monkey. And what do you think this one is here? It is another bird, and this one is called a condor, which is a type of bird that flies in the hills of Peru. And of course, my favorite. What is it? Did you say a cat? Yes. And the cat has a really cool story because it was just discovered last year in 2020. So new technology, like the drone that you see buzzing up there, new technology helps us find more of these formations, which is really exciting. All right, friends. Well, I'm going to show you one more, and I wonder what this one is. What do you think it could be? There's no right or wrong answer. I actually don't know what it is either. What does it remind you of? I wonder what they were making. All right, those are just some of the different designs you see with the Nazca lines, but there are so many more. So cool.
That was really interesting learning about the Nazca lines in Peru. All right, I'm ready to demonstrate what we are going to do today and the materials that you will need. So let's have a look.
So today we're going to do a drawing challenge, and I have 5 different coloring sheets for you to use, each with a different animal. But it only shows half of the animal's face, and it will be your job to complete the drawing. Now, let's look at some examples that other kids made. This one is a bear, and a student colored in the other half, however he wanted. I see so many different kinds of animals. Now, the animals that we are going to use today are inspired by the Nazca lines in Peru. So this one here, I printed a half of a spider and I colored in the other half with color pencils. You can use colored pencils, markers, whatever you want. I even added a web so it could have a little home. Now, on Google Classroom, you will find all of the different coloring sheets. There are 5. And as you can see, each are inspired by the Nazca lines. And some are even cute photos, like this one of a dog, or of a monkey, finish the face, or this one here, which is actually my cat. So you can draw it simple, do one of the simple ones like I did in my demonstration. Or if you want more of a challenge, you could do the other half of a photo, like this bear one. Just like the artist who made the Nazca lines a long, long time ago, I want you to express yourself however you want.
Well, I had fun on stop number 2 in our Around the World art adventure, and I hope that you have fun with it too. Next week, we'll go somewhere new. All right, have fun, and I'll see you soon. Kiss and a hug. Bye.